Hey everybody, welcome to Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. And my name is Tad Kilgore, and I am your dungeon master today. For those of you who've been watching the show, thank you so much. For those of you who are new to the stream, welcome aboard. Good to see you here. What we do here is we play Dungeons and Dragons, and we're playing in a campaign that is homage to some of the work Dave Arneson did, one of his central pieces in his overall um, story, the things that he did. And it's based on conversations I had with Dave and Gen Con back in like 2008 and 9. I think it was that far back, where I talked to him a little bit about what we had done with the 3.5 version of Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor and some ideas I had about it. And he had smirked in the way Dave could, bonked it with holy water, and sent me on my way. So that's really what we're doing here. A couple things for you in terms of how we role play. We try and keep things in character all the time. So, you'll see us talk about in character mechanics. We have to do that too. That's part of managing a game. But for the most part, the conversations that the players have with each other and with me, as I'm being the different NPCs, are in character pretty much at all times. So that means if you start talking to each other about, how to hustle someone or scam them or what your tactics and strategies are going to be with them, they're going to hear it and they're going to see it. So that helps us all be aware of where we are physically in the gaming environment and of what the interactions we're having are. And that works really well. And players do an excellent job at it and seem to enjoy it. Second thing we do is we make all our skill checks in the tower on Fantasy Grounds. And what that means, because we play in Fantasy Grounds, by the way, what that means is like if you make a perception check, you're responding to the information I give you on the perception check, not necessarily the roll. And that does a couple things for us. It helps people be more immersed in their environment, and it helps people, I think, be more conscious of the world itself, I guess, which is the same thing. Finally, pretty much all saving throws, pretty much all to hit rolls, those are made out in the open. Those are made publicly, and there will be a few exceptions to that. But for the most part, that stuff is self-evident. It's immediate, and it's things players should know. We've automated some functions, so a lot of saving throws and such are made automatically inside of Fantasy Grounds for the players, and that just speeds things up a bit. That being said, here we have our wonderful cast, and I will allow them to introduce themselves a little bit, talk about what they're looking for their character today, and also give give a little bit of feedback on where the campaign is right now and what they're expecting. So, Matt, let's see, Matt, who plays Penny, is top of the order, and Matt, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what you're seeing and what you're expecting today?
Well, my name is Matt, and I play Penny. And today I'm expecting us to be swarmed by various undeads that Tad will be throwing at us from some door we probably should have left locked and closed. But, curiosity killed the Kumasti, is what they say. So, um, yeah, I think we will continue to explore this level and see what fun little deviousness Tad has planned for us today. And it'll all be good times. I hope we'll be able to finish level 2 today.
Ah, excellent. Jenabink.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play Genevieve, the lovely gnome artificer, and her sidekick, Catapult, who is the only male figure in her life she can trust. I am also anticipating undead, and they are way less fun as far as arcane science goes than golems and constructs. So I guess I'm just going to have to smash them.
That was outstanding. Thank you so much, Jen. Delbert.
Hi, I'm Forlasanto, and I'm playing Delbert Galen, a wizard of the Cabal. And look, I'm just looking to throw a fireball today. That's all.
The children.
Think of the undead children.
Oh, so that's the simple joys of wizardhood, right? Dropping fireballs.
Dropping fireballs, that's right.
Mr. Slamma, would you like to introduce your character and talk to us a little bit about what your aspirations for yourself are today?
My aspirations for myself are to back the F up from this door that I've been tasked with opening, or is opening from the other side. and trying to remember what happened to 21 of my hit points after I leveled, because it's a blanket from last week for me. I'm still a little shocked after that door cracked open.
So,
He shooketh.
Yeah, I was like, my after the dirty disease orcs and whatnot. He thought he was on a roll. Didn't expect to see some undead up in here.
that's right. You had a slight skirmish with some orcs.
Yeah.
So, and then chose to open the door here. And how that had happened, I guess, is let's see. You guys had Jimmy the door open, right? You'd pulled out the pythons. You tried to pick the lock, and the lock had an arcane lock on it, right?
Yeah, I think Jenna Bink would know what we did last time, right? Because she's taking the notes.
Yeah.
Regale us, storyteller of the logs.
Yeah, storyteller of the logs.
Jenna Bink is not a storyteller. Jenna Bink is going to engineer you to death. But yes, we found a set of doors with arcane locks. We tried the first door, could not get it, but Penny was able to open the second lock, and then a magic mouth appeared and started screaming alert. And after that, the sound of chopping came through the door, and lo and behold, there were a set of undead, including a ghast.
And he does not recall any of that happening.
So,
oh man, that was a while ago.
So, Jenna Bink, let me retell that edited appropriately. So, after Jenna Bink valiantly identified that there might be some risk associated with the door, her colleagues, disregarding her input, forced the door open and triggered a series of responses that may be mortal of consequence for the party. Have I summarized in an effective way from your perspective?
Oh no, because Genovic was all about opening doors that could possibly hold some kind of arcane science or knowledge. So
Wasn't it a competition?
Was not protesting this. She's just really upset about the fact that it's just undead things.
I thought Penny was trying to prove that she was still better even with the shaky hands.
So here's what's going on. All right. The magic mouth went off. All right. And you heard chopping on the other side of the door, and you were hanging out there, and chop, chop, chop. And all of a sudden, Idris, who was looking in, smelled this miasma, this stench coming up to him that you identified probably as coming from a ghast. And this eye pushed itself up against the hole, looked out at you, and said, "Ah! Ah!" and began to hit the door again with its axe, striking steadily. Door is starting to disintegrate, and you can hear squeals and sound from the other side. All right, those of you who those of you with passive perception above 15 know that there is a group of about 4, maybe 5 creatures in there pressing up against it, and you can hear down the length of the corridor. You can hear the sounds of squeals. You can hear the sounds of voices coming deep, deep, deep back in the dungeon as other things howl and respond. Also, as the magic mouth goes off, from below you, you hear drums start to beat. All right? So from down the stairwell below you, you hear drums start to beat. If anybody would like to make a knowledge nature check, go ahead. Okay, Jenabink, that drum, you're hearing it, you're hearing how it resonates. That is probably Orcish war drum. It's a different sort of frequency than you've heard before. But not only are you hearing it, and there's a little bit of challenge for you in that, although you've read on how this works in terms of communication, this doesn't seem to be the same sort of patterns you're used to, but you think that this is some sort of alert, some sort of mustering call as opposed to an attack call. So you're hearing that. All right. So here we are. What are we doing, folks? Idris, you can see down the hallway, all right, as you look through it. And I'm just going to drop the entire hallway for you so you can see it. You can see down the hallway here. And that's what you see. way down at the far end, there's an arch. There's a set of double doors to the right, which you guys had not tried to pass through yet. There's another door to the left, and there's another door way down on the end. And there is clearly a white, trying to hack its way through to get to you. What would you like to do?
I don't know about you guys, but this seems like a very tactically invalid location. And on top of that, in addition to the clear and present danger, there are also others of their kin probably screaming from other parts of this level of the dungeon. And on top of that, in case you didn't notice, there are orcish war drums beating. So maybe we want to find a better location.
You got any ideas there, or you just want to make the obvious present?
We could go just back upstairs to my workshop because we at least know what's up there.
Okay. We got to go through here eventually, though.
That is also true. I just can we piton some more doors shut quickly?
You can, but I mean, it's coming through this door. It's going to come up. So
no, I'm not talking about this door. This door, I think we can handle. It's all of the other doors.
Then maybe we should just go into the room with the stairwell and fight it from there.
That is probably more valid than standing in this hallway. Yes.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
We're gonna back it up, Terry, and we're gonna do the room from here.
I'm gonna leave catapult there.
As a sacrificial catapult?
No, as a he will run back to us when they break free. You know, bait.
All right. As you are, Delbert, are you staying there?
I'll follow.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check in the tower, please.
If we are also lucky, maybe the orcs will arrive and attack the undead for us.
As you're falling back, Idris, believe it or not, notices that webs are starting to accumulate against the double doors to your right that you built up. So it looks to you like something is like throwing webs at the double doors here. All right. So there's like a 3-foot mound of them up against the doors.
Coming from inside the room, or just coming back on the
from inside the room.
I pointed out to the people who have a better perception than me, to Jenabink and Penny.
So it's just stick your head around the corner. Yeah, it looks like something's trying to web the door shut and plug it, which is what you see.
Oh, wait, the doors to the north?
The doors to the south. The doors to the north.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it looks like somebody's trying to plug these doors.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah. So what would you like to do? You're going to hold out here?
Give it at least a minute, right? Because the magic mouth, you guys said, shuts off in a minute?
Yeah, they're able to get through the door before that happens, though. So let's...
I would ready an acid splash.
Okay. You're waiting to see what they do.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Actually, I would ready a blur spell for when they got free.
Okay.
Well, if we have a moment.
You do. It took him about 5 or 6 rounds to chop the rest of the way through the door.
Okay. So I am going to maybe. Never mind. I don't have that one memorized.
Oh, Penny, by the way, remember last night when we were taking that nice rest in my relaxing workshop, which is the best place in the world?
Yeah, you borrowed my bow. I saw.
Okay, cool. Do you know what it does?
No.
It will, and I know this annoys you a lot, but you can turn it off and on in, any way you want to, but it lights up really bright, but it could come in handy if something, attacks you. You could possibly blind them with it.
Oh, okay. Do I like push a button or something?
Yes. So there's this button here, and then you have to hit these three buttons simultaneously, and you'll get the hang of it. It makes sense to me.
Oh, okay. Is there like a code or something with the 3 buttons, like an order, or just all the same, or?
All at the same time. See, this one is control, this one is alt, and this one's delete. Totally makes sense to press them all at the same time.
That's one of those interface things. I got you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an engineer. Of course, that's how I did it.
All right. Yeah, as long as it still makes the pointy part of the wooden things I hit things.
Oh, yeah, and it's still magical, so all of that's the same. But it's better because it can blind people for you and make a big pool of light. But I didn't think you'd like that part so much.
Yeah, light, not about that so much.
So you say that it's going to take them a hot minute to get through the door?
It's going to take them 5 or 6 rounds from the time you guys fell back. So it's about 4 or 5 rounds at this point, based on your best guess.
So I'm going to go up to where they're hacking at the door and drop a flaming sphere on the other side of the door, since I can see through the holes that they're creating.
Right.
And I'm just going to have to sit there and, kind of
Cook.
warm things up a little bit.
Move yourself up there.
Okay, where's there?
Let's see. Let me put him so you can see him.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I shall boop and drop it right here.
All right. Give me a second.
I will follow him out to the hallway just so he's not by himself.
All right. So you step up, and let's see. Where is Penny? You get a sense of dread and concern as you step up to the doorway, Delbert.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
I certainly do have a sense of dread and concern. I'm concerned that my flaming sphere isn't on fire yet.
As you cross through the door,
I'm not crossing through the door.
you have to have line of sight to cast it.
Yeah, he's talking about the door where I'm standing. You up at the top, not the door with them.
You have to have line of sight to cast it down the hallway.
Did you not say that they were beating through the door? We could see the axe.
You can see the axe, yeah.
So,
But to see them, you got to be in the hallway.
Oh, okay. So you're just putting it out in the hallway. You're not moving all the way up. Because when I saw you move your figure to there, that means you're visible through the door.
and they are visible to me. I can
Exactly. So when you step up, you get hit with a hold person effect that was being held waiting for a target now that they're organized in the same way that Jen was. So right now you've missed a wisdom saving throw. Would you like to use your inspiration or hero points to attempt to make it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, very good.
Delbert went quiet all of a sudden. I thought there was supposed to be some fireworks down there.
There will be.
So Jenabink comes up behind him. Yes, so you feel yourself start to freeze, right? And you're able to fight your way through it. But as you look back there, as you look back here, there's a ghast that obviously just cast a spell back at you. All right, when you came around the corner. Go ahead and drop your flaming sphere.
All right. Boom.
All right. Are you going to bump it against somebody?
Yeah, I will bump it against. Hang on. That's a second level spell. Boom. I will bump it against white number 2.
Okay. All right. Do that spell thing, Delbert.
All right. So
He's still shaking off that whole person. It was a high-level spell coming in. If only he had counterspelled them.
All right. So the white gets scorched by the flaming sphere. So you feel this magic shape around you, and you cast your flaming sphere, and it lands in his square and wraps him in flame. And you see this flame go up his armor, and the rags that are sort of hanging off of him, that look to be from an old surcoat, start burning off. Now you immediately recognize this white as a member of Uther's guard. That this was at some point a member of the Blackmoor military, but he's been turned into a white. It's the only way to describe it. I'm going to drop us into initiative at this point, and we'll go from there. All right? Go ahead and make your initiative rolls.
Got that strong, classy 7.
Make my 6 classier.
Yes. That advantage saves.
I suppose I didn't need to drop that in the tower, but
That's okay. You got a really good initiative roll. So we're going to assume that you came up and you cast your flaming sphere at the same time the whole person went off. That began the encounter, and you've rolled well again, so you get the first action. So you can continue to cook that guy or cook someone else if you want to.
Tad, do I get does my blur go off as a reaction to all this starting?
Yeah, you said you had that ready to go, right?
I did.
Yeah, so you come around the corner, Genevieve, and you're looking, and you see Delbert, and your Arcana's high enough. You see Delbert physically struggling off the effects of a spell. You're not certain exactly which one it is. All right, but you see him struggling off the effects of a spell, which is enough for you to, hit yourself with the blur. And then you see Delbert cast flaming sphere down into the corridor. Now, go ahead if you want to and make an Arcana roll to determine exactly which spell it was. I'd like to point out to y'all that I have Sonic and you don't. All right. So it was a hold person. You're absolutely certain it was a hold person because you see him start to stutter. All right. And it's a pure act of will for him to break himself away from it. And he almost didn't. All right. So top is nobody else had any prepared actions, correct?
Nope, we're good back here.
All right. Delbert, you're up. What are you doing?
I am going to I'm going to cast Web.
Oh, awesome. Glad. That's pretty outstanding, by the way, just so you know.
I am not going to try and hold concentration on it because it doesn't really matter.
Okay. So you drop the web spell out there, and I think,
it immediately catches fire, and they all take some damage from it.
So I have to. That is the poor man's fireball. Do we all agree?
Well, I mean, yeah, but when you have a real fireball, it's kind of sad,
Well, yeah, but we're not there yet.
Delbert has plans. All right, so you cast the spell, and the web immediately, right? Because it goes on your turn.
Yeah.
Immediately catches on fire and does damage to them. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
As a bonus action, I'm going to push the fireball or the flaming sphere onto gas number 1.
Now, just an odd question. How audible is the work I'm doing with this Sonic to y'all?
Not at all.
All right, outstanding. Then I'm going to keep consuming it. If you guys were hearing, I would stop. But seeing as how you're not, tasty.
Why? That's what the whites and gas are going to do to us soon if they get through that door.
It's only slightly sultry in the way it sounds.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so Snake Eyes.
Yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is.
Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I'm gonna back on up out of the way.
Outstanding choice. Penny, you're up.
All right. I'll move 20 to here. We can see them coming through the door now. They have cover and stuff, right?
Yeah, you can see them coming through the door. That angle will give you a clear shot at the first one. You can't see the rest in the line.
Okay, that's fine. First one will be fine. I'm going to take some pop shots at him with sharpshooter. And I'll throw up a hunter's mark on him as well as my bonus action. I'll try my best legless interpretation thing by shooting through the door.
The arrow slams into the white.
Oh, hold on! I get to do a thing with the thing. Yes. All right.
Arrow takes it high in the chest.
Okay. My second attack. We'll hit him again.
It drops.
Okay, I'll move 25 feet to here and take my last shot. I can see white number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this will be this. That'll hit. Straight ambush. That goes there. And that was 25, 30, 35. I'll move 40 behind catapult. It's my turn.
All right. Okay, so Idris, you're standing in the doorway there.
Yeah, back where everybody said we should be, but aren't. And I'm going to remind them of their tactical failures later.
All right, so you see Manifest directly, and everybody can see this. You see Manifest in this square here, a series of symbols. They're glowing glyphs that sort of form in the air, and they draw everyone's eyes as they form. And I will get this set for everybody.
I am illiterate, by the way. I just became illiterate.
Oh, that's awesome. The pattern that you're seeing seems somehow, hypnotizing. All right.
Rush that save. Let me get that inspiration going.
Catapult looks up at it and just is stunned. Penny's like, it's glowing lights. What? Delbert, at least initially, you think it's very pretty. Idris really likes lights anyhow, and so does Genebank. All of a sudden, Penny makes a will save, and the rest of the party fails. I just want to note this down. Could we log that?
Yeah, I'm going to burn an inspiration and reroll.
Yeah, one burn an inspiration. Is this a
Very
will
good.
save?
Oh, yeah, I know. I totally agree. I just want the event noted, and now we'll fix it with our inspirations. Go ahead.
I am okay with noting this
missing
event
an
as well.
eye. She couldn't focus.
Genebank makes it.
Is it a charm effect?
It is an enchantment effect, yes.
Okay, so catapult is unaffected.
Awesome.
I lull the hypnotic pattern into a false sense of security, and then I wrestle it to the ground with my mind.
All right, so all of you, managed to use your inspiration to break free of the impact of the hypnotic pattern. But clearly, you were heartbeats away from standing in the middle of the corridor, slack-jawed as they broke through, maybe? All right, so
would have had a lot of human shields before they got to me, so good job, team. Good job on that placement.
And metal shields, too.
And go ahead and you hear And we'll see if anybody speaks it. All right. So you hear a really thick, heavy accented type of dwarven, maybe. If you and you hear this, all right, and movement back down the corridor. Idris, you're up.
I enjoy Dwarven.
You have Dwarven. Go ahead and give me a. I'll let you take an insight check because you speak Dwarven, even though you don't speak this particular dialect.
All right,
I also speak Dwarven.
I yelled back at them. Could you write that down?
They're saying things, Idris. So, Delbert, go ahead and make an insight check. Idris, what are you doing on your turn?
I'll come back out here 5, 10, 15, 20. How bad is the door beaten?
It's about halfway down, and you're looking out over the flames, right? Because the flaming sphere is sitting about 2 squares away from you. They've emptied out.
Is it like half covered to shoot the guy who's the guest in there?
He's well lit.
Not if you're standing directly at the door. If you're standing directly at the door, he's not going to have cover from you. If you were back from it, he would, because in effect what you can do is put your hand through and shoot the Eldritch Blast. Make sense?
That's exactly what we're going to do. So I don't have the sword in my hand.
Okay.
I'm just looking out at him, and I am going to pop 2 shots at him. First shot is probably... Oh, wow, it did hit him. Surprise, surprise. And some force starts flying out at him as it try and get him while he's still in those flames. And I take the second shot on him, just more pops. Oh, got another one in. All right. Trying to get those knees. All right. All in. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go.
All right.
And I am done, and I'll move away.
So you see Idris come forward, stand at the doorway, and as you've seen before, black bolts form in his hands, and he flicks them down the hallway, and then he rolls back up against the doorway, looking around the corner with his back to the wall. All right.
Yep.
Let's see, there's still a flaming sphere there, so...
Take some damage from the sphere, right?
Well, he leaves the area of effect.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so they're... Jennabank, you're up.
So they have left that location?
You heard motion, but you don't have line of sight to confirm.
I will move down in front of the doorway. What do I see?
They've pulled out of the hallway. You can see, you can smell a charred white with a couple arrows sticking out in front of it. It's like its arms hanging out of the door where it got struck by Penny when it went down. And you can see where the flesh has been charred from the burning sphere. And you can see the burning sphere about 10 feet in front of you. All right, their hallway is very well lit, but clearly they've left, which is what you do in that situation. So now go ahead and make a, let's see, knowledge religion check just for the sake of making it. Oh, booyah. All right, folks, I told you I had people make skill checks in the tower, but I'm a bit of a nerd too, so when somebody makes a particularly outstanding roll, I always share the result with them. So just because I think that gives people, woohoo, Jennabank, woohoo. So, okay, you actually had to write a paper on this when you were talking about the impacts of arcane science. There's a specific type of ghast that is very intelligent, is usually bred by magically adept creatures like, well, the egg of Coot was actually what this is known to come from, really, that has the ability to cast some magic and has been imbued with power by its, in effect, sponsor. And based on how they chose to react to the threats that you've laid out here, you're pretty certain that this ghast is what's called a necrophage ghast. All right, just based on the spells that it cast and how it interacted with you and how it responded. And very clearly its goal was to hit you guys with the hypnotic pattern, which would have caused Delbert to drop his flaming sphere, his concentration effect, and then they would have poured out and eaten you alive. You're absolutely certain of that. So you've identified that what that threat is. They are like normal gas. They're a little bit tougher. All right. The whites that you're looking at, if they're like this other white, there's nothing distinct or unusual about that white because you rolled a 25. And probably just based on the overall smell, although the door wasn't down and I didn't have you guys make the weakness saving throw, that other ghast is probably just a typical ghast, just based on what you're seeing and what the information you have is. You've used part of your move. I'm going to take you guys out of initiative unless you were pursuing and going through the door. You're pursuing and going through the door.
Yeah, I thought we would.
Can I tell which door down that hallway they escaped through?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You do see there is an archway and not a doorway down to the left down at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Do we still hear drumming and the potential sounds of people?
Yes, and the doorway behind you is getting webs pumped into it. All right, so they're steadily, and you can hear behind you just chittering and clicking noises. Right, you've seen and heard the spiders when they move en masse. All right, and you know what an ettercap's voice sounds like. So you're hearing, the right, that clicking and cracking sound that we were hearing all the time from the ettercaps. So probably based on what your experience is, the ettercap is conducting activity. It's having them plug the hole, just based on what your experience has been so far. So I guess the ettercap and the spiders don't want anything to do with this either. So that's what's going on behind you. And you can hear the war drums beating fairly steadily. And you're hearing rising crescendo of voices from down the hallway. So...
Well,
We
let's,
should go in
pull
the
back.
place where they don't want to go. Now we only have to deal with one enemy.
Or we deal with two enemies.
Three.
Both trying to kill us. All three trying to kill us.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad plan. That sounds like another Tad BI.
They are epic, though. All right. I mean, yeah. Who wants to fight all that? I'd rather fight some undead. Let's get up in there.
I'm not opposed to smashing them because at this point they've just offended my general senses. But we would have to have Delbert drop the flaming spear first. But after that, I'm willing to go pursue.
We don't need him to drop it. Just move it 5 feet. We'll crack down the door and we'll use it as a shield while we're trying to break down the door. We'll go room by room.
So let me get this straight. We think pursuing one enemy into an unknown location while we potentially have two other enemies both behind us and in front of us is the smart strategic idea.
Yes, because they didn't want to come in here. And they're blocking up the door, so it's not like we can really fight them anyway.
I mean, the other option is that we could retreat back to a safe location and have 3 groups of enemies try to attack us there.
These don't seem like the work together type of people.
That is also true. So inevitably, it would probably only be the strongest of them after they have consumed the flesh of their victims and therefore gained an experience. They would most likely be more powerful than us after our single rat per day.
I mean, yeah, we can go track these undead down if you guys think that's a good idea, but I normally don't like having hordes of bad things behind me.
Don't worry, we'll put Delbert in the back with his dagger. You'll be safe.
Okay.
I'm for advancing to the rear.
All right. So I kind of like pushed the big out of the way, draw my weapon.
All right, so let me process this. You guys are going forward then? Is that what you're doing?
Advancing to the rear. Retreating.
Yes.
Pulling back.
Retreating?
Pulling back.
All right, so is
that's
Idris
my
standing
vote.
at the door trying to pop the door open and Delbert's saying, perhaps we should leave? Is that what I'm seeing going on?
And Genevieve is saying this as well. And so is Penny.
Let's role play through this, folks. Talk it through. Idris very much wants to go through the doorway.
No, so does Genevieve for some reason, which
No. I said that as an option. I am happy to pursue, but if we find a better option, I am happy to do whatever is the most intelligent at the time. But I also realize that we have Idris here.
While we're having this conversation, I'm taking this door down. Like, look, all we got to do is get in this hallway. They can't get in. We put a strong person on each end. The webs aren't here. Bam. Just go into town on this door.
Is there a inspiration for almost making the GM snarf his milkshake? I'm just checking on that.
No, not yet.
And I'm like, you can go back, but you're going to have to come back down here. We're going to have to clear this place. So we're going to have to take out one of these guys. It's like that board game we were all playing before you came down here. Settlers of the North or something. We all were screwing me over with your roads and your trades.
See, I thought you were going to say Jumanji because of the drums. But
I just want you to know that if you go chasing them through that door, you're probably going to end up dying twice today, and like once to them and then once later to us when you come back and try and eat us.
Okay, I'm going to walk away from Idris and face Delbert and Penny. So what should we do?
Well, I have this rope, and I'll pull out a piece of rope, and I could make a place for us to hide out for a little while. It'll be invisible. That's about the best I can do without retreating to someplace else.
I mean, I'm fine with us making this a defensible location if things are gonna come at us. It looks like whatever's behind us with the chittering and stuff doesn't want to come through here at all. They're just trying to block it off from the orcs or whatever's coming. And the undead also seem to be retreating from that as well. So there's probably going to be a lot of orcs coming through, if I had to guess.
Historically speaking, our trend line for killing orcs is very good. I will say that. Statistically speaking, I think we've got a good chance.
But Idris really wants to go through that door. Did we check to see if he's not like charmed by some sort of magic or something messing with his brain, or is that just normal brain things?
No, that just I've been tracking all the different arcane interactions, and that's just Idris. Tad,
really
there is
hard to
literally a flaming sphere guarding this hallway for a little bit longer. We should use what we got here. Check it out.
Tad, the doorway next to Delbert and the one that is behind Idris are those doors unlocked? Have we looked at them at all? Are there sounds coming from them?
You have not, and you have not heard any sounds from them yet.
Okay, I'm going to start investigating those doors.
Okay. All right, so you mean the doors here and here, correct?
Correct.
All right, which one would you like to go to? Now, this door here is now pretty much got webs piled up behind it. So the spiders on the other side are barricading themselves on the other side of the door from what you can tell.
Right, and that's fine. That's as far as I'm concerned, extra defense at this point.
So
I will check. Delbert, can I think we should probably check these doors if we're going to stay here for a minute. Penny, you want to help?
Check in what way?
See if they're locked, see if there's anything behind them, that kind of thing.
I will assist Jenna in investigating the door, so she gets advantage.
Please make your investigation check in the tower, please. Oh, wow.
The irony is not lost on Idris as they go to open other doors.
I'm not opening. I am investigating.
So are you the one beside Delbert, correct?
Correct.
All right. So door does not have any traps. It's not secured in any additional way that you can tell. Appears to have a normal lock on it. So the door's locked, but it's not like an arcane lock or anything from what you can tell. And there's a faint salty smell. So I assume like when you're checking, you're like dropping down to the bottom of the floor, looking underneath the crack if you can, right? So that entire, all right. So there's a faint salty smell that you're picking up, but doesn't appear to be trapped in any way, shape, or form.
I will proceed down to the other door.
Go ahead and make your check in the tower, please.
Now this is the door.
Hey, Caden, thank you so much for following us. Everybody give Caden a woohoo.
Woo-hoo.
All right. So you again check these. I just hope these dice aren't gone when you're in combat, Jen. You again go over this door with a fine-tooth comb, and you're absolutely certain that there's no issues here. And this door, this area here, doesn't really have anything distinct or unusual about it from what you can tell.
Is it locked?
Locked in the same way. Yeah, it's secured.
Okay.
All right. So, what are you doing now?
Well, the good news is that these doors are both locked. I don't hear anything. So most likely, we'll at least know if someone's coming through them because they'll have to also batter through them.
Delbert, when are you, how long does the burning flaming sphere last?
Like a minute.
Like a minute? Okay. So I'm going to assume just about the time Jenna Bink finishes investigating the second door, your ability to maintain the flaming sphere dies off, and the light that was illuminating the hallway slowly fades, and then dark vision shifts on for everyone. All right. At that point, what are y'all doing?
Anything happen with the drums?
They are... Yeah, you guys would tell this. It's obvious what's going on. The messaging seems to have changed. So you're not quite certain exactly what it means, but it went from boom, 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 boom to boom, 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 boom. So at one point it was just a boom, 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 boom. And now there's a cadence to it that's different. And go ahead and everybody go ahead and make a perception check. And this is just happening right about now. All right. Oh, Penny, Idris, Jenna Bink.
We've been on the receiving end of these drums.
Delbert, you've all been on the receiving end of these drums. You're hearing other drums deeper down or in different locations signal now. All right. So the initial drum went off, and now you're hearing from even farther down, boom, 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 and from another area, maybe on the same floor or absolutely on the same floor based on how Idris and Penny are hearing this. You're hearing drums on the same floor below you start to send a different signal. All right. And then finally, all right, you're certain that somewhere off to in this area on this floor, you hear a much lighter, a much smaller drum. All right, not nearly as deep, but you hear a much lighter and smaller drum responding also. So somewhere off down that long, long, long hallway that Idris went and looked down, there seems to be a drum responding back. All right, on this floor. So there are communications flowing back and forth between all the orcs.
That's right. They have like 50 bajillion doors on that hallway.
So yes, that's an accurate count. So what are we doing?
Bajillion.
Well, one quick question. You said down this hallway where the whites and everything were, that was an open archway and not a door?
Right.
What else can I see down there with the 120 dark vision?
How
far does it go?
It hits a wall with a stairs in it, or with a door in it. So there's a door at the end, and there's an archway to your left at the end of the hallway. That's all you can see.
Oh, the archway's at the bottom on the left. Gotcha.
Yeah. So you've got a door you've got a door here. You've got a double door here. Gotcha. You've got a door here, and then you've got below it that archway, and the archway is open off to your left.
Okay, that's where I was confused.
And to the left, back. And to the left.
Brothers and sisters, what are we doing?
It's actually down and to the left for us, this top-down view. Well, I mean, they haven't come. This is the perfect opportunity to investigate this hallway.
Well, or we could go back up to the main, what do we want to call it, foyer, and maybe sit in our little stairway.
Penny, what did you just do?
I'm moving over into this area to look and see what's coming down this hallway. I'm stealthing in the process.
If things come up in mass, I can always throw a fireball while we retreat back up to the...
Hold. All right, Penny. You go in your... Is that where you're standing to look down the hallway? Because you can't see down the entire hallway.
I was just moving initially, and then I will move down farther if I can.
All right, you have to open these doors, all right? Because what happened with them is they swung shut. And the same thing was true here. So this door is counterweighted, so it closed shut. So you'd have to open this set of doors and open the other set of doors. Are you doing that?
No, not if they're closed. If they're already closed, I'll just...
All right, so you're hanging out there. Okay, good enough. Delbert, go ahead and finish your sentence. I just needed to interrupt for that.
We could, stage ourselves so that we can beat a hasty exit out of the dungeon should we require an egress.
Is this door
gone? Idris, give me a perception check.
Yeah, because I was about to ask. I was like, I'm about to see if I can do something.
Something's moving up the corridor on the other side of the portal, and it's a shambling, sort of staggering sound.
The archway.
Yes, something's coming up to the archway. You can hear it
Okay,
coming.
that's what I was about to ask. So I have the movement, so I was going to do this. 10, 50, 20, 25. I was going to move the 30 feet here so I could see around the corner.
What you'll have to do is you'll have to climb through the hole. All right.
Even though while they were talking and I was just beating the shit out of
Oh,
the
I
door.
didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yeah. They were all like, whatever. I'm like, I'm taking this door out.
Yeah, you've taken the door down.
Yeah.
All right. So, in the grand tradition of my players in this party,
Leroy Jenkins.
Did I not?
Idris.
Yes.
Idris triggers the next encounter. Bravo, Idris. Bravo. Thank you so much.
I only did my first action, my move. I can still do another move 30 feet.
And trigger 4 more encounters.
Yes. Don't tempt me.
The question is, how are we going to get the moon sword back from his cold?
You're not. I'm going to throw it in
down
there and
here?
be like, remember me.
You know, as I recall, I do have a unseen servant hanging out here, so I could just send the unseen servant down there to, drag the sword on down this way.
I would like to point out that I love you all. All right, so
That's nothing.
I need to cue something up for you. That's all.
That's cool. See, I found more doors. You got options now.
Penny, where did Idris go?
I think he's trying to find himself a very quick death.
That seems like it may not benefit us.
Not in the most plot, no. Say what you want about his brain, but his body can really take a beating.
I've conditioned it well.
Am I at least?
Hey! Daniel Farmer just gave us a follow. Everybody give me a woohoo, Daniel Farmer.
Woohoo! Are we like? I feel like I'm in Coldstone.
Where we're waiting for them to make it, and you're like, bro, just fold in the good stuff.
No, where you throw the tip in and they start singing. So there's a point where I'm not gonna go here, people. Anyway, can I go to the end of the hallway, Tad, and at least watch as Idris is slaughtered by the undead?
I'm still reminding you. I still have an action left after the move. I can get 30 feet back. I'm like, no, you can't move yet. I still get to move.
Well, I'm going to reset just because. Well, no, okay, we can do it. Genevieve, I'll let you move up to the hallway there. And we have to re-roll initiative. Well, we have to re-roll initiative and everything, so. All right. All right. So you see 1,000-point redemption. Name generator. Idris is now referred to as Leroy, based on a request from the stream, for the next minute. Next 10 minutes.
I got my fried chicken.
So, Leroy, would you please rename yourself in Zoom?
In Zoom? Oh, okay.
Yeah, could you? So, everybody, Leroy Jenkins, leading the party. All right, I'm going to roll initiative for my bad guys. Could you guys all roll initiative, and we will go from there.
And another 6.
Solid
I'm so
artificer.
happy that we found the zombie jamboree.
Can I use my action from my last turn?
Yeah, you can move up to the corridor and take an action, and then we'll trigger from there. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Cool, no problem. I'm burning a protection from good and evil. Deuces.
Good deal. So why don't you describe what good and evil does so everybody's on the same page with it?
Sure. If the creature type is aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, I grant disadvantage on their attacks for the next 10 minutes or until I blow a concentration roll.
Outstanding. Good call. So you look around the corner, see that wave of undead, and Genebink, you see Leroy Jenkins' head drop in pair as he asks her to shield him.
I mean, this is more reminiscent of Han Solo chasing the stormtroopers and then realizing there's more stormtroopers.
Don't try and contradict 1,000-point bid spend out in the stream. You are now Leroy Jenkins. I don't want to hear it. Shh.
I'm going to use my considerable 15.8 thousand points.
Deal with it, Leroy. Top of the order. Mr. Galen, you're up.
Ooh, what to do here? I think I'm going to hold my action until I can see the light in one of the White's eyes, until Bobcat Goldwhite comes and tries to play ball.
Penny.
I will move to here and ready for there to be a zombie.
All right. There won't be a zombie at that angle until they get past Idris. If you want to shoot at something, before it gets past Idris, you'd have to go into the hallway.
I don't really want to do that, but I will.
Okay.
That's one.
If you got a held action, do it.
All right, here they come. This will be a sharpshooter.
The zombie surges around the corner, and it's struck by 3 magic missiles as it turns around, and arrow strikes straight into it. And Penny, you're a little surprised that it doesn't drop. It's just taken a ton of damage, but it sort of stirs and moves forward. Go ahead.
Okay. For some reason, my sneak didn't want to go on the last one, so we'll see if it goes on this one.
All right, so how much damage did you do on the last hot?
27. So it's a DC 32.
Yeah, he can't make that one. So Undead Fortitude does not kick in, and the 3 arrows slam into the zombie, and it drops to the ground. Now, when it hits the ground, it's a desiccated corpse, but all of a sudden, it sort of breaks into this pustule, almost like a scab, and blood just sort of breaks around it and seeps down into the floor as it disintegrates. And there's a skeleton left there. But all the fleshy material that makes up the zombie shifts to not quite fresh, but definitely dead man's blood.
That was me. Am I ready?
All right, Idris, it is now your turn.
I'm going to move back 5 feet and ready for a zombie to come. I can do this now without. I'm gonna ready. Yeah, once one of them comes into view to attack.
All right, you hear, from down the hallway around the corner, and it's that same dialect of Dwarven that you guys had heard before.
I'm gonna yell back in Dwarven. Yo, we're right here. Just come and get us.
Swing.
I'm actually gonna shoot him when he turns the corner.
All right.
With the Eldritch Blast. So let me. Whoa, that isn't that. Zombie 4. Okay, hang on. These guys are a little tough to hit with the die. 15.
All right. You hit him as he comes around the corner with the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I'm just going to target him and click the buttons. It's just so much easier. And then the second attack. Hit him. Okay, so they're low on the chain. Consistent. All right. That's it for me. I just try and put some caps in him before he comes around.
All right. All right, so he misses you. Hold it. Why does he have...
Because protection of the circle.
Roger that. So he comes up and he swings at you, and he's not able to get through.
Yeah.
And
I'm the cork in this wine this wine bottle. Actually, I should change my name to Cork. Yeah, I see you shake your head down there.
Jennebank, you're up.
I will toss a acid splash down the hallway because I can. So I pull out the super soaker of acid, trying to. Don't worry, Idris, I won't hit you. Probably.
Oh yeah, you mark them both. Anything else you'd like to do?
And I will have catapult move up behind Idris.
Okay. Quickfoot.
I'm going to have Quickfoot hang out near me. I'm not going to have him run off down the hallway or anything.
Quickfoot's very excited by that, and he agrees completely with your tactical decision. And Jen, what is your... It's 6. Okay. All right. Second round. Top of the order. Delbert, you're up.
I am going to do more of the same.
Got those fire bolts.
Magic missiles, which seem to be doing about the same amount of damage each time, but that's okay.
You racked him. Anything else you're doing?
No, I think I'm good. I'll hang out here.
All right. Penny, you're up.
All right. I'm going to open up on that zombie in front of Idris. I will move my hunter's mark to him and shoot. This will be a sharpshooter. We hit. And I'll shoot at him a second time. In heat.
That zombie goes down. Leroy.
I will delay.
Zombie stacks up and misses you.
All right, now I'll go. All right, and I'm just going to swing on him with my attack. So now that I've seen, like, hey, the Eldritch Blast is nice, but the weapon is still better, I'm going to just try and cut off an arm here. Got a hit. And boom, 12 points.
As you slash the creature, all right, you hit it and blood flies off, which is interesting because most zombies don't have blood. But when the blood flies off, it's almost like a tentacle of it reaches out and wraps around your wrist where you slashed it, and there's a black pulse as necrotic energy seeps into you, and you take just a point of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Sweet baby Jesus. Religion. There we go. Oh, don't roll 2 of them, though. Boom. There you go. Probably don't know what's going on.
It's a wet zombie.
Yeah, but it does damage like I do damage. All right, cool. And I yell back to Jenabink, you're really missing out on some great research here.
All right, Jenabink, you're up. Jenabink, with your active perception is somewhere around passive sonar, so go ahead and make a religion check.
We'll do so.
It's a wet zombie.
It's a wet zombie.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to do the same thing I did last round, Pinky. I'm going to attempt to acid splash these guys because I'm not going to go down that hallway.
All right. Squirt gun of doom.
My super soaker of acid. And this is great because they don't make this save well, apparently. And catapult will remain there. Just for your information, in case Idris, falls over screaming, catapult, when he's not attacking like he is right now, is automatically taking a defensive.
Got it. And I know that if I hit, I'll be re-rolling.
Actually, right now, catapult can't do anything because he's not within 5 feet of the attacker.
Oh, correct. Thank you. All right. You hear a voice crying out. And zombies are there. Quickfoot's hanging out. Top of the order, Delbert.
I'm going to go ahead and toss another flaming sphere down toward the opposite end of the hallway here.
Do so.
So it's 60 feet. I think I'm within range. Yeah, surely.
Absolutely you are. It's about 35, 40 feet to the end of that hallway.
Okay, so I'm going to slam it into zombie number 7.
I hear from the back on your left.
that's where I want it to show up, and so yeah, let's give him a little tickle.
Let us see if zombies pop when you cook them. And surprisingly, the zombies have horrible dex saving throws.
I'm on freaking fire.
Hold it. That's web damage. You actually are going to do 2d6.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
All right. So
that's what I...
Let me fix zombie 7 and go ahead and do the right damage.
Funny if it's 2.
It would be. I would totally pick on him for that. All right. So flaming sphere lands in the background and you strike it up against the zombie, and the zombie sort of twists and starts to catch on fire. You can see its clothes starting to burn. Anything else, sir?
No, I'm good. I'll just hang out right here and do this thing.
Penny, there's things to shoot. Would you like to?
I think I would like to. They're zombies. They explode and stuff with blood and weirdness. I'm going to move my hunter's mark on zombie 1 and pew pew. Eat. And I will shoot a second time. And hit somehow.
All right. So the thing that's really striking you when you're hitting these things with arrows is they're incredibly tough as zombies go, because, you've seen and dealt with zombies before. These just are completely different than anything you've ever seen. I think, Mr. Jenkins, you may be Idris again, if you were so inclined.
No, I'm going to keep this up.
Outstanding.
Classy.
Yeah. Bravo, sir.
And now that they're away from me, I'm going to go back to shooting them with some Eldritch Blasts. So Zombie 7 gets popped for a 1 shot there. Oh, consistent 3s across the board. That's the kind of training you want to see from your spellcaster elite. Clearly working for that experience.
There we go.
Like, he goes pop pop, like knows another happens, and he's like, "What the hell is going on here?"
You hear Someone calling out in the background again, right? And then this zombie steps forward. And does not hit Idris.
Yeah, you got a solid.
Does take damage.
Yes, he does. Go ahead.
Thing, yeah. You got a solid 97 something more rounds of that.
Well, they still get a save.
Do they? Okay.
Throw that save back on him. We'll see what happens.
All right. In Twitch chatter, Idris is still Leroy, formally. We've had 1,000 points dropped again in chat.
Just remember, nobody remembers who else was on that run. Only him. There are a lot of dead people.
So it's like been 15 years since Leroy Jenkins brought his tactical wisdom to all of us. I want us all to know that. All right, so...
Just waiting for Jenna to calculate our chances of survival in the background.
All right, so he took 7 points of damage anyhow. So, good enough. And then... You're not certain, but you're fairly... I mean, let's see.
I noticed the one that was in the archway backed it up.
Yeah, so you keep hearing people cry out. It's almost like they're being herded.
Like cats.
Go ahead.
Well, apparently first I need to fix my name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. What is your name?
Oh, burn.
Yeah. No, I think someone is yeah, someone's in trouble for that one. But anyway, I'm going to acid splash, I guess, the guy that's still standing there.
Please do so, crazy cat lady.
But he makes his save, and Catapult will remain. And Catapult will, make sure that he cocks his head a little bit and looks at Idris like, "Why are you still doing this, you idiot?" I'm pretty sure Genevieve has a command for Catapult to do that.
That's
Penny,
because there's
you
so
are
much
now
more.
50 Cent.
There's so much more experience here than killing rats. It's so much faster, especially if we got 3 armies on him.
All right. So you cook him. Anything else you'd like to do, Genevieve? No, you move through, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
And another zombie. And you're, let's see. Idris, you're really the only person to know this. I'm just going to tell you. You hear them shuffling away. You hear them backing away from you.
Yeah, I was waiting for my turn to tell them. They've basically backed it up.
Top of the order, Delbert. Has Delbert been renamed yet?
No.
That's respect for the cabal right there. That's all I've got to say.
Well, I guess I might as well slam it into zombie number 7 since he's right there and everything.
Sorry, can't have respectful at this table.
The Wiz, would you please make your saving throw roll? Yeah, you rolled a ball of fire up against him, and he's in full conflagration at this point. So, anything else you'd like to do, sir?
No, I'm good.
Penny, the hallway's starting to get thick with the smell of charred meat.
And you should probably back up a couple paces.
Okay, go ahead.
No, he should back up a couple paces.
Oh.
Before the end of his turn.
50 Cent, you're up.
I am going to Hunter's Mark zombie number 7 and shoot twice. I will miss. Then I'll attempt to shoot again. Hit. For dead. Oh, wait, why are you asking me to leave, Talbot?
Because if you, not you, Idris, if Idris ends his turn in that square, he's going to get burnt.
Oh, so I see the dark side tendencies finally coming that I was talking about.
Oh,
Leroy
sure.
sees. Can you show me where your flaming sphere is actually centered so I know?
It's on Zombie
Right.
7 right now.
Right now, it is right here.
And it's just all the 5 feet around it?
Correct, yes.
Yes, the 5 feet around it are the danger zone.
All right. Well, this guy is in my face, so I'm going to have to swing on him. Alrighty, come on. Zombie 7, to take a big old chunk out of him. Boom, he dies.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah, you got to make your save.
All right.
Trogdor Burninate.
He is still standing.
And
you take.
I moved.
No, man. When you strike him and you hit him.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you solid hit. You go right down to his neck, through his shoulder, and you twist the blade out. When you do so, there's this gush of thick, old, ancient, nasty, clotting blood. And it hits you, and it drains necrotic energy back from you into him. All right, and you've fallen back.
Okay.
All right, so the zombie pursues. Oh, you fell back, so he got a attack of opportunity, correct?
Yeah, if you can hit it.
Well, I don't think he can, but I need to try. And I miss. And then the zombie slides forward and begins to attack Catapult. That's just its normal attack on its turn. Catapult is not affected by a
necrotic.
It should be at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, but that protect. Oh, is it a circle of protect evil or just protect evil on you?
I think Jen was saying that it was in defensive mode all the time until.
That's
Yeah,
how
it would be at disadvantage because he is. If he has an attack, he's in defensive mode.
Yeah, I rolled well. He got like a 13 and a 13 and a 17, and the 13 plus 5 hits. So that's an 18. So
okay, so yeah, he'll take the damage. He's not immune to necrotic.
All right, so
messes with the circuitry.
Yeah, you see the zombie smash him, and there's this red smear. And as it bleeds, as the tissue breaks down, you can see the necrotic energy seep down into Catapult. Now, the difference is it doesn't seem to drain hit points. It doesn't seem to drain energy back to the zombie when it strikes him. All right? And the other zombies are, in effect, off the board. Jenna, you're up. This thing does not look in good shape at all, by the way. Windshare, please go ahead.
Yeah. There will be a reckoning. Someday there will be a reckoning. Anyway, I will be trying the acid splash again on that zombie. I don't know why that didn't work, so I'm gonna try again. Oh, come on, computer. There we go. Why is it not? Is that zombie dead?
No. Go ahead and make the roll again. I had to take the unconscious result off.
Oh, well, yeah, I can't help that then.
Yeah. But 8 minus 2 would have been a 6 anyhow, Jen. You got him.
Okay. So damage 4. Does that take it down?
No, he's still cooking. He's not looking good at all, but he's still cooking.
All right. At which point Catapult will hit it.
Okay.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Roger that, Windshare. Top of the order, Delbert.
Well, honestly, I'm good with it being exactly where it's at.
Excuse me. We currently have the lead name for you is, what are you doing, Trogdor Bernadette?
I am going to huck a chromatic orb down the hallway there.
Very good. Do so. One. Please, one.
Hey, when you ended, when did you do the fire on it when it ended its turn? Doesn't look like you did.
Oh.
I didn't move it this time.
Yeah, but it's still within 5 feet of the.
Yeah, go ahead and do the damage. That's right. I did not. So go ahead and give it another saving throw. You might not have to use a chromatic orb on this thing.
Well, that would be good. Flammen Sphere 7 throw. He failed.
Done.
All right. I'll recover that spell slot then.
All right. So they don't seem to be pushing up anymore. They were coming up and you took them right down. And these don't look like any zombies you've ever seen before. They're pulsing with necrotic energy. It's a different effect. One of the things that is obvious to you is some of these folks were wearing livery of like servants, and some of them were clearly wearing the livery of like prisoners. So it's a gray canvas, basically long tunic for somebody who was a prisoner. And then it'll be a surcoat with Uther's colors. So these zombies, men and women, all right, had that effect or had that look. And to give you some context in terms of they very much looked like a normal zombie, but there's fluids oozing out of their cheeks and stuff. So, all right. Do you guys want to stay in combat rounds? Or are you going to pursue them down the corridor or not? And you must refer to me as the Sonic Smasher.
Great Sonic Smasher. Genebink is going to go down the hallway just far enough to avoid the sphere if it's still lit, and also to look at one of the corpses up close and see if it has any symbols on it.
So I think you can probably coordinate with the Burninator to roll the flaming sphere back up against the wall so you're not going to be touched by it. And the zombie that's directly in front of you, as you go down and look at it, go ahead and give me another religion check now that you can physically examine it. You know, Genebink, you have no idea what this is. You know, it's clearly a zombie, but you are just racking your brain trying to think what would have caused this. So you're not quite certain.
The investigation check is looking for symbols or anything of that nature.
So, well, it does have the brand of Rawatren on the back. So it's the brand you keep seeing again and again and again. So go ahead and at this point, give me a straight int check in the tower. Straight int check. Okay. Yeah, you're not quite certain what the significance of that is.
Well, it has that same symbol that we've been seeing on it, and zombies are not my specialty. I had to take a class in order to get my arcane science certification, but this was not like my primary research. Clearly, Catapult has no fleshy bits. I am a little concerned, and maybe Penny is just rubbing off on me, but all those zombies didn't come up this way, and they had to have gone somewhere, and maybe the smarter, ghastly things are directing them somehow.
Yeah, they did back up, which means we should probably go finish them off.
And spoke Dwarven. Or some dialect of it.
I'm actually going to step around the flaming sphere.
All right. Coming out around the flaming sphere?
Yeah, because I got enough movement to see what's going on with the door here that's cracked open.
Okay.
I'm going to start taking a minute to mend Catapult.
And while that's happening, will investigate this door to my right.
Then if we are taking that kind of time to mend and...
She's mending in rounds, my friend, in rounds.
Okay.
I'm investigating.
All
I
right.
thought we were out of rounds.
We
I
are
think
out
we
of
are.
rounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. So, investigation check from Penny, and then we are right at 4:30. And Jen, go ahead and make 2 of those. Penny, make your investigation check. Delbert.
I did in the tower yet.
Oh, okay. Door to your left actually seems to be secured. Looks like it's got a lock on it, but doesn't seem to be trapped in any way, shape, or form. The door that's open when you look in there, there is a pool of blue water, and it's got a faint pulsing blue light in it. And it looks like something's almost eaten through the floor and made a depression here. And at that note, we're going to take our 10-minute break, folks. We will be right back. This gives everybody a chance to take care of their biological necessities and also to have the various assorted names that they've been called worn off. So I'd like to tell you that 50 Cent, the Burninator, Winshear, and Leroy Jenkins, and myself, the Sonic Smasher, thank you so much for spending time with us. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you. And Uther once and always. See you in a little bit. And let us get right to it. We are back and we are at it. All right, so here we go. Alrighty then, so here's how it goes right now. You had all just managed to, hey, give me a sound check out there. My levels aren't looking good. You guys hearing us fine?
Yeah, I hear it.
All right, very good. So, you guys had just come into this corridor. And you're feeling a little bit of pressure. Oh, you're coming from the fucking corridor. And, when you got folks coming at you from your front and your rear there, folks. So, what be your choice?
I'm attempting to see if that door is still locked, Tad.
All right. It's still locked. You can try and pick the lock if you'd like. That's probably an easy thing for a little lost like you.
Oh, did you look at the...
Oh, yes. Now I'm looking at the number that you rolled. And yeah, this is not a lock that's been magicked up in any way, shape, or form. So you're able to drop down on your knees, pull out your teeth picks, and pop that door open.
I'll attempt to slowly crack the door open very gently and peek inside while stealthing. I'll give you that in the tower, too.
There's dust all over this floor. And I'll draw that just so you can see that that's a corner. All right. Oh, there's dust all over this floor. There seems to be over to your right there a couple of boxes. And there's a peek in the other direction. You can see what looks like a well. And then there's a door down here in the corner that seems to be going into another room.
So there's like a well and like a door over here and some boxes. Wells normally, I don't understand why they would even want a well in a dungeon that we're on like the second level of, because I feel like that well would just go like down into the third level, but it's in there. It's probably bad and like terrible and stuff.
Do you want me to come look for arcane science?
I don't know if it would be arcane science, more like things trying to eat our face. Probably.
I seem to feel like all the things trying to eat our face have gone a different direction. And while I do share your paranoia that they are going to come back at some point and eat our faces from different directions than we anticipate, I don't think that is the one.
Okay, well, let's go take a look at this well then, if you want to go look in there. The room looks unoccupied from what I can tell.
Yeah, you walk into the room, there's a heavy layer of dust on the floor. And Idris, just for reference for you.
I was going to ask, is there a hallway, it looks like, that keeps going?
That's an open door, and you can see into it to the far wall. Because you have super spiffy dark vision, right?
Yeah, twice the fun.
So that's what you can see from where you are, and that door is open. All right.
Okay, cool.
Jenna Bink, walk me through what you're doing right now.
I am going to... I'm going to go through the boxes and the stuff on the floor first, looking for anything that looks interesting from either an arcane science or just a what the hell is going on kind of perspective. And only at the end of it will I be looking into the well.
All right. So did you say somebody have something going on in the background sound-wise? I'm hearing the TV.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Good enough. So, Jen, did you say you're going to cast a detect magic in that or no?
I did not say that.
Okay, cool. So you're checking everything. The buckets appear to be old, dusty buckets. They probably would have been used for water in the past. You can see on the side where, you know how when you use a bucket for water a lot or water sits in it and it dehydrates, the minerals leach out into it. So these were left here and the water evaporated, and there's different minerals that have marked the side of the bucket, and there's a little bit of mold that formed, but then it's dried up. And that chest over there, when you pop it open, there's a container with several containers with a deep red kind of substance in it. All right, and they're like little vials, and there's a bunch empty, and there's about 4 that are full. Are you going to pop these open and check them out?
I will cast a detect magic.
Okay. They're not detecting as magic.
Is there anything in the room when I do a 360?
You do note that. So remember when you were on the first level and you cast Detect Magic right after a fight, and you saw sort of some lines of energy almost coursing across the floor?
Mm.
You can see the faintest trace coming from your feet, and also from Penny's feet. It was where you're standing, and it seems to be getting dragged down the corridor to your right. And you can also see faint traces, just a faint, almost thin little spotted line of it, just very faint from where the zombie that you slew was. So.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an arcane science roll. And you will have advantage on this roll now that you have cast Detect Magic. Iodine. These are containers of iodine.
I'll pocket them.
Okay.
What about the well?
When you look down into the well, you can see, just like before, there's a rig with where a bucket handle and stuff can go, and that's been torn away. But when you look down into it, it looks like the same sort of thing, that there's a chute that can be lowered down into a water source. So, and the last time you investigated one of these with a similar design, when Delbert climbed down into it, there's spikes. There was a barrier that kept you from crossing, or Idris, excuse me. When Idris climbed down into it, there were spikes that kept him from going down farther. So there was a barrier to keep people from using this as a mode of transport. Whether that's still here or not, you don't know, but your experience so far indicates that's what the design is.
Okay. But no magic glimmeries down further.
Idris, what are you doing where you're standing?
Well, I wasn't actually going to be standing there once you asked me.
Okay.
I'm closing that door with the water.
Okay.
And just checking here with my mirror what's out there.
When you get down there, go ahead and let me hit you with it. Give me a sec here.
No problem. Yeah, because based on my mental map, I'm like, I know where something should go.
Idris, you...
No. Hirsch is smiling on me. Throw some inspiration back that way.
Yeah, go ahead. You rolled very poorly. Go ahead and make that saving throw again. This is a Constitution save.
All right. In the tower, right?
Yep. Okay. You almost throw up, all right? And you start to feel weak, but Hirsch does protect you, and you are able to fight off the smell. All right, so you get up to the mirror and you look down the hallway, and let's see, that's about 120 feet. There's an active light source on the other side of this door. All right, so let me pull this out for you, and I gotta show the stream also what's going on. And you see a bunch of goodness out there. Bunches of it.
Yes. My friends.
All right, you see more zombies hanging out in there. You see a couple whites hanging out in there.
In the room back there? Or in the corridor?
One in the corridor.
Gotcha.
All right. And actually, you are pretty certain that there is a white right around the corner there that has spotted you when you came that far forward and squeals. And I'm going to finish dressing the rest of the corridor, and we are back at it. All right?
I'm assuming you need initiatives.
I do. And ladies and gentlemen, we now have more encounters triggered.
I'd like to consider this the remainder of the one that ran away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes! Bring the initiatives, people. Win those surprise rounds.
I'm just shocked going from a 6 to a 21. It's very satisfying.
There we go.
Damn, and I'm still on the bottom of the chain with those rolls. It's been like 5 minutes since the other fight or something.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay,
I'd say
so-
closer to 10 at this point, just given
So
how
you're gonna
much.
make me recast. I hear you.
Yeah, it's my job to be a pain in your ass. It says so right in Chapter 7 of DM Dickness.
No, I said so. You're gonna make me recast.
That whatever that is has nothing associated with the token.
Oh, did I delete it yet or no? There was one like that I just deleted. So let me do a quick inventory here. I may have to drop somebody else in just based on how chaotic this got. Go ahead and make your initiative saving throw or initiative rolls. Initiative saving throws. There we go. And I will roll for my bad guys. And we are at it. Delbert, top of the order. You hear a howl and a scream as Idris goes down to the edge of the corridor. And I'm going to pull this in a little bit tighter. And I am going to sync this up so the folks who can stream can see what sort of craziness is going on. We are good. There we go, folks. Delbert, you're up.
Well, shit. If I move down to about right there, can I see this gas?
You would have to be right on. Let's see. Go ahead and target it and see if the line passes through any corner. I don't think so, but
You're scot-free on bottom left to the other one.
Yeah, from line to line, you're
Yeah, line to line, you're fine.
yeah, you'll see it. It'll have cover against you, but you can see it if you go that far down.
Okay. Then I will cast Shadow Blade, and I will throw it.
Did White 11? Oh, good.
I'm going to cast Shadow Blade at a slightly higher level so that I can get slightly better damage. If I can, connect, which I didn't. So I'm done. All good.
All right. Penny.
Jenna Bank, I think Idris found people again that want to kill us.
Got that feeling too, huh?
Yeah, there's like noises and danger. I'm gonna go check it out. Did White 11 get healed?
Doesn't necessarily look like the same guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I will Hunter's Mark him. I'll put my Hunter's Mark on that guy as my bonus action, and I will shoot at him.
Now, why couldn't I have rolled like that?
That's always been something Matt does.
What's that?
Your dice have always been really good every time I played with you. So nice shot.
I typically roll really poorly.
So
normally. That'll hit again.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, like that. Odd, man.
Still killed him.
Bang, bang, 2 arrows in the white falls.
And I'm pretty sure I can draw a line, but I don't think I can see that guy, right? We're going to say?
Yeah, you can't, not that far back.
All right.
Yeah. That's just, you've moved up, but it's just slightly out of range. Jenabink, you're up.
I'm going to, I'm going to move up to here for my first move. I am then going to cast Blur on myself again, because apparently that just dissipates fights in general. And then I'm going to tell Catapult to go find Idris. So Catapult will go up here.
Excellent.
And that is all I can do.
All right. Idris, you're up.
Well, shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna burn off another first level spell. I'm gonna reset my protection from good and evil.
I think it's 10 minutes, right? Isn't it duration?
Yeah, he said it was 10 minutes.
Hey, Delbert, one thing. Delbert does have to make a. Delbert does have to make a. Give me a second.
Oh, the sickening.
Yeah, he does have to make a sense saving throw. Let me drop that on him. Delbert, you are about to be sickened. Would you like to use an inspiration to make that saving throw again?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go ahead and roll. Con save, you can make that open. You don't have to roll in the tower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 1 in 20. Very nice. So you almost yacked, but managed to resist it. Go ahead and resume your turn, Idris. Sorry about that.
No, it's no problem. So I cast, and then F it. Catapult's already out in there. Might as well do it. We're going to step out and go back to back. Get some of that deflection goodness, and I'm done.
All right, very good. Okay.
I'm like, it's a load of... Oh, hey, do I get more in that room since I'm standing at the doorway?
What do you mean?
Oh, that archway right there? I can see more in there?
Oh, yeah. So there's a white right up against the wall there, and there's at least one zombie. Somebody over in the far corner you might not see. So, all right, so that zombie shuffles forward and swings at you, but you have your defenses up, and it bounces harmlessly off you. That white, seeing what's going on, I got to line these guys up. The white's just going to start plinking with his longbow, and he howls. Arrow bounces off of you. You're about to be hit with a magic missile. Are you casting shield?
Yeah, I'll take a shield. Oh.
All right, go ahead and cast shield. 4 magic missiles, and I'll replace those hit points for you. 4 magic missiles slam into you and have no effect. All right. White falls out. This white sees and knows what's going on with Idris. He will shoot at... He'll actually take a -2 to hit to drop arrows onto Delbert. Elbert, you were struck by an arrow for a little bit of damage. Just grazes you through your sleeve. A second arrow bounces off the wall next to your head.
Okay.
Next white keeps pumping arrows in at Idris. And Idris dodges a 20 because of his deflection. And Idris is missed again. And it's going to be almost impossible for him to hit him with the shield up. Another zombie wades forward and swings at Idris. And Idris is actually missed again because of the shield spell. All that was as close as it's come. And let's see. This creature steps up. And tries to rake. Excuse me, wrong guy. Tries to rake Idris with its claws. And
Catapult will try to.
Very good, because you just stopped that.
Sweet.
All right, very good. Perfect time to do that, Jen. All right, and the second roll. Oops, actually, it should have advantage on it, so I'm going to re-roll it because of pack tactics.
So it's a regular roll. You don't have to.
Yeah, so 24 hits you, and that does some serious damage. And are you paralyzed? You are not paralyzed. So it rakes you. So the gas comes up, sets both claws on you, and tears. And you can feel its claws sink in between the chink of your armor, right up here underneath your armpit, and it tears loose a chunk of meat. And you almost freeze in position, but Hirsch blesses you and you fight it off. So another zombie steps forward. This one's going to attack Catapult. And it swings at Catapult and misses. Zombie piled up, can't do anything. Another zombie piles up and can't do anything. And Quickfoot is hiding, and we are at the top of the order. And go Delbert.
All right. I'm going to call my blade back and fling it at the gas again.
Okay. Hit. Blade tears a chunk out of it, and it hisses from the strength of the strike.
Right on.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Penny, you're up.
All right. I'm going to Hunter's Mark the... Can I see the ghast or no? From the angle he's at now?
Now you can. When he moved up that 5 feet, you have line of sight on him.
Okay. All right. I'll put a Hunter's Mark on the ghast then and shoot at it twice. And I'll re-roll that because I cannot roll a 1.
Yay, Decry.
That's way better than a 1.
That was almost a crit.
And let me put this on myself. He's in melee with that guy. All right. So he is not there anymore. So I will then turn and shoot at white number 1 without a Hunter's Mark. That'll miss.
All right. Jenabink, you're up.
Jenabink is going to move up behind Delbert. And then because she is still too far away to do anything really effective, she is going to acid splash the zombie that she can see in front of Idris. Do I need to make any...
No, it's a saving throw for them. You're fine. You will successfully acid splash the zombie.
Yay. And then she is going to call out to Catapult the command word Sunbeam, and Catapult is going to Burning Hands 3 zombies.
Outstanding. I was waiting for that. For some reason, zombies cannot make reflex saves.
Yeah.
So, gout of fire spurts from your stalwart defender, and Catapult causes the zombies to burn. There's a 6 smell of burning flesh in the air. Idris, you are up. You see a wash of fire. Go ahead.
I'm going to... what's the right one? I'm going to delay.
Okay. You are missed. White, seeing the deflection effect on you, they change their target to Catapult. First arrow misses. Second arrow misses. Directly above Catapult, a glowing glyph starts to form in the air, and it draws everyone's eyes. Okay. We have, let's see. Idris makes his wisdom save. Delbert has actually failed his wisdom save. Jenabink has failed her wisdom save. And Penny... Oh, Penny, I got to drop it on you, Penny. You're within range of this. Penny actually makes hers. So, Delbert and Jenabink,
I will hero point that.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a hero point on that.
Roger that. Go ahead, folks.
I'm assuming an 18 makes it.
It does. You're fine. You're fine. Again, you shrug off the effect of the hypnotic pattern. And Delbert, if you roll at least a 1, you're fine. DC is 13 on that, so you're good. So both of you are like, well, that's not good. All right, so hypnotic pattern fails. This white will again take the -2 to hit and target Delbert. Whoops, that's a miss. I was wrong. I dropped it on the wrong guy. Excuse me. So longbow at Delbert. Hits. Longbow at Delbert. Hits. So 2 arrows strike you pretty hard, Delbert. You're, starting to really feel the impact of those arrows as they slam into you.
Okay.
This white is going to pump 2 arrows into Catapult because they're pretty frustrated by pumping rounds at Idris and having it fail. But you know what? Delbert's hide seems to be just as resistant as our deflective ability from the protection spell, and the arrows bounce off you harmlessly. So Zombie swings at Idris, and Idris shrugs off the attack, and Nagast again
is dead.
Yep.
Oh, did you take it out? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Nagast again bleeds out. So anyhow, this zombie swings. Nice shooting, Matt. And misses. All right. Other zombies are piled up. Quickfoot's hanging out. Top of the order.
Nope. I come at a delay right at the bottom.
Okay, go ahead.
And I yell out to everybody in the freaking hallway, everybody back up 5 feet. Delbert, you're putting a fireball right here where I slap my sword down. And I'm going to put a little pointer where I scratch the floor. So that point right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to back up to here.
Okay.
And I'll take the attack on the one guy while I'm here.
Actually, I think it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
No, I'm going to take my action to attack one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. The one that's down in the corner there. Got him, Zombie 16, the one that was in the open slot. I'm going to swing on him. And I know you're going to, attack me?
Yeah, I'm gonna, but I've got 3 of them, but, I mean, you're super hard to hit right now with your AC and that spell up.
The shield is not up anymore, but that's what I was getting ready to see if anybody gets...
Nope. So the 3 of them swing at you, but you're able to move away. So now it's Delbert's attack. Delbert, go ahead. What would you like to do? Are you going to... Okay.
I'll do exactly that. I'll drop the fireball.
That's going to... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please select...
Is that going to catch us?
And it's going to catch you.
Can we please check his intelligence and go back to my comments?
Remember, Idris is not on our team.
Delbert, what are you doing?
So 20-foot fireball, if I put it right there, we'll be all right.
Go for it, War Wizard. If that's your instinct. Boo!
No, I'm thinking about it.
Do the geometry. It doesn't add up.
Do the order of operations before the fireball.
Shh. Shh. Let him take his turn. Quiet.
Can I spam channel bits to rename him? Yes, let me do that.
Well, first of all, me being in the front is definitely not going to help things. Secondly, let's see. It is a good time to use a big AoE effect, but it's going to take out Catapult if I do it. Now I'll hold off. So what I will do instead is drop a magic missile.
All right.
And the guy who's been plinking me, it's going all to him.
All right. All right. So you slam 4 magic missiles into him. So, Penny, you're up.
All right, I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto that guy who's also been plinking Delbert. I will try and send him a message, a strongly worded message.
Oh, that's a solid hit.
And I will attempt to do that again.
Whoa.
And I will re-roll that because I'm a Dokray. This Dokray thing, man, paying off today.
That's
Definitely paying off today.
All right. So that white takes the second arrow to the eye socket and falls. Anything else? Jenabink, you're up.
All right, so Jenna Bink has done the mental calculations in her head because she's Jenna Bink. She then is going to, she's going to acid splash this guy, which she already has selected, which is amazing. And boop. Yay. Hooray. Then she's going to tell Catapult Sunbeam Laser, which of course means that Catapult's going to move 5 feet. Burning Hands, oops, that's not what I want. Burning Hands all 4 of those flippin' zombies.
Okay, well, you've got to take some area attacks when you do it. That's all. Or
That's
something.
fine.
I took all the hits.
Oh, yeah,
that's
you
true.
did. You
they
did.
haven't
You're
had
good.
reactions.
You're good. Go ahead, Jen.
I just need, come on, do it. Darn it.
Stupid interfaces.
Well, it won't let me switch to Catapult. Like the dice are the right color, but it's not letting me.
It's the wind shear in this corridor here.
It is the wind shear in the corridor.
If on Catapult's character sheet you click on the speech bubble up near where it says close, that sets it to the active PC.
Yep, not working because like the dice are gray, which is his color. Still not working. But anyway, so I will roll that one independently. So there's 3 of them.
Oh, it got him. It worked.
There's the 4th. And then I don't know if this is going to apply to all of them, though.
Yeah, so Zombie 2 takes 7 also. So I'll take care of that for you, Jen.
Thank you. And then, because I said laser in addition to Sunbeam, Catapult's going to come back behind Delbert.
Okay. So he pulls back out of things then, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Catapult pulls back. Idris, back to you. What are you doing?
He is definitely going to have a talk with the war wizard after this. Definitely. All right, let's come on back up and plug the hole.
Yay!
Actually, no, from before that. I'm going to do this before I go down there and plug the hole. I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast and shoot the guy that's straight in front of us.
Okay.
Zombie 16, that way I don't get splashed on. Got him. Yep, and then just because I'm a dick, I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to throw the Hexblade's Curse on him. On myself. And put it on him as my bonus action, 16. And try and do this last hit on him.
You didn't move Hex onto him, right?
No, I haven't used Hex at all. I'm using the other one, the Hexblade.
That hits?
Hit him. Yeah, and so it's going to be this +2. Okay, so he died. I don't have to worry about that. But I get to heal. And I'm going to heal, and then I'm going to go step back up in that hole. And I'm done.
All right, so you are the attack du jour. We have a miss. Alrighty then, so you resist a hold person.
Nobody holds back, Leroy.
All right, first arrow misses. You are actually hit by a second arrow.
I'll burn off the shield for that.
All right, go ahead.
And I'll throw that on. That's all the way at the bottom. All the way. Okay. Good to go. You can throw some more punches in.
All right, and a miss. And a miss, unless I get double 20s. And
We like to play the odds as a paladin.
I completely understand. And another miss. And here we go.
That whistling in the back was Idris boiling as he saw the magic missiles go out earlier.
All right. Top of the order. Delbert, what are you doing?
Now I'll cast Firebolt.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I was like, yep. I am okay with that.
If I hold my action, then you can pull back.
Yes, on his turn he could, which is next
So I'll
round.
do that.
Okay. All right, so Penny, you're up.
All right. I think we said I could see those squares in front of Idris, right?
Yes, you can. You can see both of those.
All right. Then I will sharpshooter and open up on zombie number 10. I'll put my hunter's mark on him as well. Wow. Okay. And I'll shoot again. Oh, actually, I forgot to do that. Whatever. I hit again with a whopping.
Ends the number.
Yeah.
So, they're zombies. They're awesome. And Matt does so much damage per hit that it's not even worth the fort save.
You can make that fort save.
It's DC 2005, right?
No, 37. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Jenna Bink.
So Jenna Bink's gonna go down and fight the zombies, right? That's how this works. Actually, 10, 20. Do you allow, Tad, for me to stand in Idris's square, and then move back?
Not to attack from. You've got to move.
Not to attack from. All right.
Yeah.
That was me last night in the other game.
Yeah. I thought I'd ask. Can I see any of the zombies from where I'm sitting?
Yeah, you can see where you're seeing. I think you can see all of them.
Okay.
So.
I will acid splash the two on the right. I know it's not exciting, but hey.
Check me on that. No, hang on. I don't think you can, Jen. You can only see zombie 15.
I can only see 15.
Yeah, I made everybody else do it from 10 feet back, and I think we checked it. So go ahead.
All right, then I will acid splash his butt, or really all of him. I would like to acid splash all of him.
So what's your DC,
Unfortunately,
Jen?
16.
So he actually made a save. Holy crap!
He did. That makes me sad. And then Catapult is just going to be sitting back there licking his wounds, which he has none of. So yeah, Catapult will stay.
Roger that. All right, Catapult's hanging out. Idris, go.
All right. I am going to.
Like, why wait to drum up the stuff at the same time that you know you have to be on a call?
Okay. I'm going to move because I realized Delbert didn't cast. And quick question outside in the rules, real quick. Fireball in this edition is spread.
Yes.
Yeah.
It spreads.
It is spread. Okay, then gotcha. That's why I just wanted. I couldn't remember if it was in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. That's why I wanted to check. Then I will take my attack and then I will back it up,
All right, go ahead.
realizing he hasn't done anything.
Wow. Delbert hasn't done anything. You gonna take that, Delbert?
He's gonna have to and like it. All right. And as I'm getting out of there, I slashed this guy on the way out.
And you take a little bit of necrotic damage. Necrotic, because it's one of those zombies where when you hit them with your hand-to-hand weapon, this is the first time you've done that. So
Second time.
Oh, it is? All right.
And that's it for me.
All right, good enough. Okay, so you pull back away from it. And let's see. They don't necessarily know what's going on. They'll take a clean shot at Genebank. Oh, you have a blur on you, don't you, Genebank?
I do.
So he pulls up with his arrow, unloads on you, and is like, damn it! He can't move up enough. So he will...
Gnomes in the dungeon corridor may appear harder to hit than they are.
That's awesome. All right, this white is going to slog up with his buddy, and he is going to set himself up for a fireball, but they don't know what's going on. They just know that you fell back. So that's a missed arrow. And then that is a missed arrow. And then we have zombies coming up after Jen.
I'm going to use my held action.
To drop the fireball?
Yep.
All right.
It's actually not a blur. She's using a digital disruption device that saturates the retinal photoreceptors.
Oh, that was outstanding. So let's see what happens here. They're not pleased with what happens, to be perfectly honest with you. They're wrapped in fire. So, there we go. That zombie plugs right in. They are zombies after all, and their last order was to attack. That one goes up against the wall. All right. Okay, top of the order. Round 9. Delbert, you have just cast a fireball. You're not going to do that again, are you?
Well, we might as well. Let's go ahead and make it even warmer in here. Suck up some oxygen.
We're going for a true daily double.
Daily double. Does that get everybody, or is there somebody stacked on underneath white 13?
You've got all 5 of the guys you can see.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Zombie goes down. Zombie goes down. And let's see. Yep, cooked. Cooked. You see them just explode in balls of steaming blood and goblets of meat and offal hit the ground. Penny. Oh, hang on. I got to take care of something. I'll be right back. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right.
It's a good thing we're all next in the chain.
All right, he's gone, guys. Let's just take everything. All right.
Start putting damage on everything.
Yes. And all hunters mark that one. And that hits. And that one also goes away. And that's me.
Pitch and cleanup. I'd like to move and take my turn, but unfortunately, there are dead things standing in my way. And by dead, I mean like actually dead and not be undead.
You can just move around him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just stick him to the side. And when he comes back, tell him, get your dead zombies out of here.
Yeah, just flow around them.
Yeah, kill as many things as we can. And when he comes back, he's like, what? You're like, check the log. It was epic. He can watch the stream like the rest of us do, right? All the people in the stream, isn't that right?
Sorry, folks. My such a good girl had cat rage, and I had to save the cat. I am back. All right. So, did you hit, Matt?
Oh, he hit.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
All right.
I killed zombie number 2 and white number 13.
Yes.
All right. So, just dead. All righty then.
And then Jenna Bank moved into smacking of white 12 position.
Excellent. Do so. Very nice comments, Egg of Coot. Yeah.
That's sad, but you know what? I have 2 attacks.
You do.
What the mother loving?
Not today.
Not today. Satan wins. So Catapult's going to join me. Catapult's going to do his thing. Come on, Catapult. Don't disappoint me like everything else today. Yay. Very good. Good kitty. Good kitty. How often do people say that crap, right?
Anything else, Jen? Or is Idris up?
Idris is up.
Idris.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
All of that acid splashing, and I forgot how to use my hammer.
It's a swing, not a spray. All right. I'm going to step up. I'm going to swing on this white. I'm going to try and bring it right down on him. Oh, son of a... Just, you know.
You're almost right there.
Yep. Ah, well. He looks like he's going to get another round. I am done.
All right. Well,
Doesn't go all the way through.
Maybe I will get to do my life drain attack here successfully. Let's see. This person with advantage or that person with advantage? Oh. Idris.
Either person you're going to hit is going to take disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter, so I randomized it. Okay, so we have a miss. And we have a second miss. All right, so that white swings. What do we have left? We have one option left at this point.
Kamikaze.
And Idris resists the hold person for a second time in a row with a really excellent roll. And we will flee back towards that room that is very, very well lit. Now that you guys have a better line of sight on it, you can see up against the far wall, and it's very well lit, there are cages stacked with bones and bodies in them. And the light source is off to the left. As the gas passes back within the room, you hear a voice call out. Delbert, you hear somebody yell, "You fail in abyssal," and you see the gas struck with a link of chain that cracks its skull open and it falls prone, begging its master for forgiveness.
I laugh internally as I watch him get beat because he could have stayed out here and taken less damage probably.
Probably. Delbert, you're up.
All right. I will. Might as well move forward. I'm not within range of anything except magic missile. Unless I throw a shadow blade, and I think I'm going to hold on to that for a round. See if I can take this guy out. Boom. He dead.
I missed him by 1.
All right. Good enough. So, Penny, what you doing?
Well, the last thing I could shoot is gone, so I'm gonna move to here, and I can see that Ghast.
Yeah, he's prone though, so for whatever. Does that make a difference for you or no?
Yeah, it would be disadvantage.
Okay.
I'll put my hunter's mark on him, and I am not gonna sharpshooter that. I'll still hit. Wow, partially absorbing. Interesting. All right. And I will shoot again. Oh, it hits too. Okay. Why did he partially absorb the first one? Oh, he had temporary hit points or something.
False
Okay.
life, yeah.
Ah, cool.
So,
Interesting. That's me.
Jennabank, you're up.
All right. I am imagining that Leroy is going to, advance things quickly again. I'm going to go ahead and move my 60 feet up. And Catapult is going to move in front of me. But he will not attack. Because he doesn't have enough move for that.
Right. Well, as Idris does advance all the way up, he makes sure to take a quick look between both of those open corridors that as he runs down there. The first one on the top, and then the one over here, and then up to the room right here. And take a look inside it. What's flinging chains at people? Because he knows you can fight and search at the same time if you're good enough.
If you're good enough, how would he know?
Look what I just found! I was like, man, I haven't seen that since I was at the Temple of Hirsch last Tuesday.
That was one heck of a date, too.
Yeah, that's where you learn how to resist
I've
whole
heard about these
person.
kind of mating rituals. I've done research, but I've never seen them this extreme.
All right, so that creature steps forward. I'm going to pull this back a little bit because we have folks all over here. All right. I'm actually going to assume that the folks all the way back are going to move up. So, let me get back to my stuff.
Yeah, the turns didn't advance either. Hey, can you hit it there, Jenna?
Oh, is it my turn again already?
No, you never clicked the move down, so that way we can get into the necrophage.
I never do. Tad does it for me. It's nice
Yeah,
having
normally.
men do things for you.
Yeah, hang on. I'm setting up the next encounter. Way to go, team.
Well, Tad, I mean, you told us there were 3 armies.
That's
and they
true.
were coming for us.
It's true. And you guys have been great job. great job dealing with this particular series of bad guys, by the way. Just
We're simply trying to disprove a theory earlier in the Zoom chat by Matt of whether or not we can clear a dungeon in a day.
all right. Well, challenge accepted.
I mean, we're still probably only like a quarter way through of that, man.
Oh my god, it is still. Do we reach the edge? No, there's still room to the left.
All right, if we all split up and we all go in random directions, then we can display everything to maximum effectiveness.
Maximum effort.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec.
Open all the doors.
All right, so yeah, let's see. It was covering the door, so and the necrophage gas somehow I got the wrong token on it. Give me a second to fix that for you. That'll do for now. Alrighty then. So, Idris rolled up, right? And
That was it for me.
that was it for you? Okay.
Yep, because I was 60 feet, so. Your prone necrophage is now.
He is prone in front of you, right?
Yes, he is.
All right. And let's see. Idris is standing there. Catapult is standing there. Idris, you still have your protection from evil up, do you not?
Oh, yes. I have a good 97 rounds to burn through.
All right. Are you about to drop another shield spell?
No.
All right. Very good. First magic missile.
Did you just cast in front of me?
Yep.
Did you just cast in front of me?
Yes. First magic missile. Second magic missile. Third magic missile. So 3 magic missiles slam into you. Bang, bang, bang. One right after the other. So, and the critter stays prone in front of its master. Or it'll stand up to remove prone condition at this point. All right. So, okay. So, first things first. So we get chains lash out at Idris and miss. Second chain lashes out at Idris and hits. Are we going to try and deflect for Idris?
No, I don't have anything that can stop a 24. Oh, you mean the, what do you call it?
Yeah.
The catapult?
Is catapult going to force a reroll, Jen?
So could catapult technically hit the devil from where he's at?
No.
Then no, I can't.
Okay. So, let's see. Idris takes pitiful damage.
That's his middle name.
But is restrained. And I think that is all the thing has. Oh, actually, he animates the chains to the left and right of the door. All right, so we now have a series of animated chains around the door. And that gives it the ability to make one additional chain attack. So it will make one additional chain attack. And that chain attack will go after Catapult. And Catapult is wrapped up in the chain and takes damage. Catapult is grappled and will be restrained next turn. All right, very good. Quickfoot. Hanging back. Delbert, top of the order. You can see chains whipping around the corner, and you heard a demonic voice in front of you. The Necrophage cast has just stood up and unloaded magic missiles on Idris. You're not quite certain what it was, but there is something demonic on the other side, or infernal. You're certain of that based on the language you heard spoken. Go ahead.
I want to cast Shadow Blade,
Very good.
and I'm going to fling my Shadow Blade at the Necrophage Ghast, number 18. So,
That strikes. The Dark Blade whizzes past your friends and hits. The gas doesn't seem to be in really good shape. It tears a chunk out of it, and it's stunned. Well, not stunned, but definitely seems to be hurt. Is that it for you, sir?
it is.
Penny.
All right. I'm going to move up 30 to here. And I just got my hunter's mark on the ghast, so I'll open up on that. This will be sharpshooter as well. So he hits with this.
Your arrow catches the gas in its throat, and it staggers back.
Was it a ghast?
It was a gas.
So we
These
can.
puns aren't white. You know that, right?
Wow. So we can not see that because you said catapult couldn't attack, which is weird. Because is this something or weird? Something weird going on there?
Yeah, I think I got him placed wrong because of his reach. Hang on a second. Yeah, go ahead. So that was the issue. He's got like 20-foot reach on those chains. So go ahead.
Okay. Can I see any of the chains holding catapult or Idris? Are they targetable? Are they a thing I can target?
The one catapult is the one holding on to Idris is not. The reason for that is that animated chain is actually an animated object. It's armor class 20, and it's got 20 hit points.
Okay. I will attempt to shoot it with my last attack, and I will miss it.
And I am going to build that real quick. All right.
So you're not treating these like the animated chains from Chain Devil?
What do you mean?
Because we can normally do a escape on the chains.
You can, absolutely.
Oh, okay. That's why I was just double checking because we said animated object. I just want to double check.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just have to place the chain for Matt. All right. So I'm going to place one of the chains there. And I'll end up putting some other ones on the table so we have the full 4 that are animated. All right. Now they're small size creatures actually in terms of how much space they take up, just for ease of reference. So we got, let's see, did I make them all visible for you? There we go. All right, I'm going to do this just so we know where they are. And that should put all of them in play. There we go. That puts all of them in play for you. Alrighty then. Okay, I think we're good.
So can I move through those or no?
Can you move through the chains? Yeah,
Yes.
you could absolutely move through them. It just tracks a location for you. They don't actually take up any space other than... There we go. I finally got that done for us. Yeah, you can absolutely move through those squares, Jen.
Okay. So I'm going to move to here, around everything,
Okay.
and then I am going to start attacking the chain devil.
All right, do so.
Not very... Man, I clearly have forgotten how to use a hammer. And what can catapult do? What do I have to roll to get out of the chains?
All right, so let me pull it up here. And it is you are currently grappled, and it is an escape DC 14. And there's two
Okay.
ways to do that. All right, you can dex your way out of it, I believe, or struggle your way out of it. So escape DC 14.
So
Athletics?
either strength or dex.
Is that correct? Yes.
It's
Okay.
strength or athletic. I think it's athletics or acrobatics. One of the two.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Let me see.
It would be the
Either
same
way,
since
it's still,
based on your strength.
Well,
I don't think he has that.
athletics, I have a +5, so it would have been a 13 or a +14.
A 13 or a 14.
14.
That just breaks loose.
All right. So catapult uses his turn to break loose. I'm assuming he still has a move, so he will come to here.
All right. Okay.
All right. That was catapult. Idris is up next. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my athletics to get out.
Hang on. At the start of your turn, you take the grappling damage anyhow. So you both would have taken some damage. So let me drop that over here on Idris. There you go. Oh, hold it.
And
It's
go ahead
damage.
for catapult as well.
Yeah. Let me go over here and hit that. Okay, go ahead and make your escape check, Idris.
I threw it in the tower.
I get bit.
Oh. Idris, you are struggling. You're being held very, very tightly.
Is it hero point worthy or inspiration?
You're probably going to need inspiration to break free.
All right, so you've just told me I need inspiration and a hero point, because F it. Why not? Nobody wants to get stuck here. All right. Hey. We're going to throw that athletics out, plus a d6. A 6.
You break free.
All right, cool. That's 5, 10. Yeah, I'll go right there. And I have a bonus action to get out here. Channel Divinity is a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Channel.
Or is it a standard?
It's a standard for the most part, unless it says something otherwise.
Oh, okay. So, Tad, I'm just going to double check what it says on my beginner's luck. I either will or will not cast it. I'm just going to double check.
Yeah, it's a standard action, so I would say you're probably not going to be able to do it because you just broke out of the. You tried to break out of the effect of the.
I think we wrote down it was a bonus. I'm just going to look on the sheet
Okay.
because it's like the hunter's mark thing. But other than that, I'm done.
All right, good enough. So we're going to go right to the beast. Let's see. So we got. Let's see. Both of you have broken out again, right?
Yes.
All right. So we've got 3 people around us. So we will drop one on Jedabink. Jedabink, you right now are grabbed by the chains. Am I going to re-roll?
Is that a melee attack?
Yes, it is.
He's going to get pushed 15 feet.
Okay, cool. So you push him to here, right? To there?
Yes. That's 10 feet. One more.
All right, one more. So you push him to there, right?
Correct.
Okay. Are you still grappled? Are you still hit?
I'm still hit.
Okay. So you take 11 points of damage, and you are grappled. So I'm going to rule he pulls you with him.
That's fine.
All right. So that was his first attack. Then he will go after Idris again. And he misses Idris. And then he will go after Catapult. And he will get Catapult. And Catapult will take some damage. All right. And then he decides he doesn't like being pushed all the heck over. He doesn't like being line of sight for the big bad evil Mateo. And so he will
Sounds like he's metagaming, man. That's the guy.
Right?
Yeah.
So
And also sounds like he provokes
You want to
from...
get AO'd.
Yeah, sounds like
Yeah,
that's
how does he move through my square, Tad? He can't.
He went
did-
around.
went 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, so he would have to take AO. Well, Jen right now is grappled, so
You're only going to get the AO from me if you go all the way to that corner.
Yeah, he'll go to there.
all grapple does is make it to where your movement's 0, the restraint condition. It doesn't
Yeah.
stop you from AOing or doing anything.
All right,
And
cool. So Jen, let's see. Would he stay there? Because he's got these standing over top of the necrophage with 6 arrows sitting out of it, and he's been watching his people get fucking killed by arrows the entire time. So
Well, fireballs, man, not arrows.
right.
Yeah, mostly firewalls, really.
Yeah, mostly
yeah,
fire.
Jen, go ahead and take one.
I can't because actually the 15-foot movement was a reaction.
Okay. So he would be vulnerable to Idris, right?
Yep, just
If he
me.
took one.
Yeah,
All right. Do you have the moon sword in your hand?
you goddamn right.
You know, he seems familiar with that blade for some reason. He's watching it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's as far as he chooses to move. Let's see. We got Catapult's grappled again, and Genebank is grappled again, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And let's see.
Idris should not be, right?
Yeah, I should.
Idris is not B. I missed him. All right. So we will run up to top of the order. Delbert.
Idris still shows grappled on that thing.
Let me pull that
And
off. him.
ongoing damage.
And ongoing damage, yeah.
Let me pull those horrible things off him, even though I'd really like him to have them still.
You can attempt to. You're always welcome.
No problem.
I mean, you got 4 chains. You got 4 shots.
I'll move up to there, and I should have line of sight on him
You do.
if I can manage to get this stupid interface to work correctly. And I will fling my blade at him.
Do so.
Because of the distance, it's going to be at disadvantage, so I'll go ahead and click that. And that'll be it.
All right. You have a miss. Penny, you're up.
Well, I'll move here. And he seems like he didn't want to be near me, but I don't understand. I'm a friendly person. So I will bonus action, put my hunter's mark on him, and try and make him my friend. I will sharpshooter because I haven't really seen that he's hard to hit, so we'll see what happens. I miss. And my second attack
Bang.
will hit. And let me put this on. And as I hit him, I'm going to press these 3 new weird buttons on my bow. So he's going to take that damage. And then...
No, the 3 weird buttons are when are a reaction on your turn if he hits you.
I thought it's if I hit him.
When he hits you.
Is it with the radiant weapon?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The buttons do nothing.
We good, Matt? You done?
Yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm just gonna look it up real quick, but that's me. Yeah.
Jenna, you take damage as the chains constrict you. What would you like to do?
I would like to get out of the chains.
Very good. DC 14 strength, or athletics, or the other check.
The chain devil's like, you'll never break the chains.
I won't. Apparently, I will not break the chains.
How many ones have you rolled today? Because it's been
statistically unlikely amount. Yes.
That's what happens in 2021.
Can I?
Go ahead, Jenna.
So that was my action, but I can't move when I'm grappled. Yes.
Correct.
So there's nothing else I can do.
Got a bonus?
My bonus is normally telling Catapult what to do, so that will be to tell Catapult to get out of his chains, I suppose. So he has a much better chance of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay.
You say 2021, but if she had rolled the 220s first, I don't think she'd be complaining.
Idris, go ahead.
Oh, I know. Fleetwood Mac's going to be suing her for copyright infringement.
I'm about to hit you with a cease and desist on that, just so you know.
Oh, Tad, can I have a rewind just because I got caught up on the fact that I'm rolling so shitty?
Sure, go ahead, Jen. What do you need?
I had actually meant to have Catapult heal himself and F the fact that he's grappled.
Oh, you may do that. Go right ahead.
Thank you.
I trust you, Jen. No problem at all. That's a reasonable request. Cool. Idris, let's see what you got, man.
Yeah, I'm going to swing on this dude. I'm just making sure I have this lined up right. Where is it? If this, then that. Okay. Where did I? Oh, I took it off. That's why. Here we go. Okay. Got it. Stop it, you in the back. All right. Advantage. Doing the roll on him. Missed him. You know what? I'm gonna, just for shits and giggles because I'm curious, I'm gonna throw a hero point at him. Just see what that does. Nah, it probably won't be enough. 16.
That's the number.
That's the number. Oh, snap, sniddle.
Excellent.
Guess what's coming your way, my friend? Smite. All right. Where is this ridiculousness?
Schmitty.
Yeah, so I just pop this on myself. And then I roll some numbers, and I'm just coming in. And as he's bringing it in, the sword all of a sudden lights up with a bunch of light. Penny's probably in the back like, what the F is this? Oh, that was some weak rolls, but good enough for right now. Brings it down.
All right, so I don't think he can restrain anybody else at this point, but he can continue to make attacks on you. So he is just pummeling you. That's a 21. Do you want to cast shield?
No, but Catapult will prevent it. We'll do the disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, did I fail a concentration check somewhere?
You must have.
I did. Oh, good to know. Yeah, then I will also throw a shield even though they're doing that.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right, so serious 1 on Idris. And then from a chain snaking in off the wall to give him additional attack, you are missed. So chains whip all around you, and you batter them aside with your sword, your shield. And Delbert. Janabink. And so what happens every round, right? You watch the chains tighten, and these aren't normal chains, all right? There's smoke pouring off of them, and there's sharp razor blades. So you see both Catapult and Jenabink every round, the chains tighten on them, all right? And Jenabink is doing okay at this point. She's hurt, but it hasn't disabled her. It hasn't maimed her. But go ahead.
Okay. Quaffing a potion takes a action, correct?
It does, yes.
Okay.
And you can interact with one to pull it out, but it takes an action to take the potion.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I've been doing and fling my blade in his general direction.
Are you still at long range, or are you moving in? Or
Good question. I'm going to take it at long range for the moment.
okay. Hit!
Wow. Hey, great damage too. We'll take that.
That lands in his hip, and he grunts. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I will go ahead and pull that potion out.
All right. Penny, you're up.
All right. Well, I think we know what I'm going to try to do.
I believe so, yes.
I'll try to shoot him some more. See what happens. That's a hit. We'll throw that on there. And he will take some damage. And then I will shoot at him my second attack. And I will miss, and I will use an inspiration to reroll that. Because I feel like it's probably a good thing at this time. Well, maybe not, because everybody else is going to get to go. But we'll see. I'll roll another 2, so it was meant to be.
Jetabank, it's constricting you. You're up.
All right. I am. Man, I do not like. I'm going to I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Idris because Idris is looking pretty bad, right?
I'm within 9 hit points. I'm looking bleeding. It's not looking good. He's been in this situation before. Usually he falls over in these situations.
Yeah, so Jenna Bink is gonna through the chains, grab her blue gun of healing and heal him. So, because right now he seems to be our best hope. And then she is going to have Catapult's going to try to get free again, because honestly, the healing's not going to be enough to help him anyway. So.
All right, roger that. Almost.
All right. Catapult's probably going to be a new build.
Yeah, because here comes Catapult's damage. Hold it. Catapult took 2 hits. I'm going to give 9 back to Catapult. So Catapult was actually at 30. And let me remove the stereo effects. Okay. Idris.
I'm busy fighting people on all sides today. I am going to swing on this guy again with advantage because he's still my beginner's luck buddy. And hopefully we can break these chains of love. All right, we got a hit. And I'm going to burn out my last spell. And I'm going to light his ass up. Just because. And I say, "Good night, my sweet love." Yes!
So you bury the Moonsword in his sternum and rip downwards, and the devil drops down on his knees and dissipates into the ground. But an iron plate falls from the backs of his neck and bounces on the floor, rattling. The chains slacken off of Jennabank and also off of Catapult, and you hear howls around you. And I think that's a great place to stop for the week. All right, congratulations, folks. Really well done. So let's just run through a couple things here, see where we're at, see how everybody feels about things so far. We will start with Idris. Idris, why don't you talk about what your experience was today and where Idris is right now?
It's clear we're going to have to put the war in War Wizard going forward. He knows a lot about the boom boom, but not about the zoom zoom in the area. So we'll be having a film session later on with some target dummies in the practice yard when we get out, explaining that situation, that tactical situation.
So,
but on the whole, he's actually very happy because what started off as something pretty scary with the door turned into a route all the way down here.
oh yeah.
Here we are,
Yeah.
sitting in the touchdown zone. And he's actually looking forward to a long rest and getting out of here, hopefully.
So pretty good. So
Yeah.
Delbert, let's hear what you have to say. Where's your character at?
Delbert's getting pretty tired, but overall, I think that despite the Leroy Jenkins move, we're not in a terrible place yet.
Excellent. Tell you what, Jedabink, where are you at other than incredibly frustrated with your inability to roll better than 2?
Yeah, so there's that. And there's also the fact that I just realized that coming back from break, apparently I spelled my own name wrong in the Zoom. Also, I'm irritated, but at least beginning to strategize against the fact that Idris likes to just keep finding things. And I'm happy that I was at least able to push the devil into a location that Delbert and Penny could see it without having to enter the room. So, yay, strategy stuff-ish.
Yeah, you really well fought. Never encountered today, folks. Really. So, I guess Penny. Let's talk about what's going on for Matt. Or Matt, let's talk about what's going on for Penny.
I mean, Penny's doing great, man. Penny's been shooting things, running around. Penny's waiting, for there to actually be like, challenging things attacking us and stuff. No, that was good, man. Everybody seemed to get pretty trashed out against the devil, and it was pretty tight there at the end with a lot of people getting all grappled up and beat down. So I thought for sure Idris we were gonna maybe see a rebuild as well.
Oh, no, I've got 40 points of healing I have in reserve.
I was waiting for that too, man.
That's what I was worried about, yep.
So, all right. Well, good game. We will be playing against next week, same time, same channel, folks. Idris, Jedabink, Delbert, Penny. Really interesting seeing how your characters handle some really, really, really tough stuff. And we will be out here next week, Luther once and always. And Delbert, have you identified anyone we would like to raid today?
Have we raided Somewhere Bound anytime recently?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, let's do that. So let me cue that up. Boom. I cannot raid that channel.
I just read that great undead joke in the chat.
Oh, doesn't take raids?
Apparently not.
Well, we had an opportunity for him to
How about-
entertain our folks.
There we go. Mystic Dan.
Oh, he's good people.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a variety streamer. He tends to stream cooking and gardening and just oddball stuff, but he also plays video games and does some pretty great voices and plays on Table Story, where we love him as
He's actually
mad doctor on
he's GMing a game too of Monty Cook's Cypher system. So
that's right, and doing a pretty good job from what I hear. So
absolutely. All right, let's go.
All right. Done deal.
Oh, wait, before we do it, though, I'd like to nominate Jenabink for inspiration.